Hi everyone. This is a video for Making Up Live class on to Wednesday, October 28th, and today we are continuing to learn about adjectives. So our goal for today is I can use adjectives to write about myself. So first thing we did in class today was we had a greeting and check-in, and then we reviewed our adjectives. We then did a show and tell activity, and we ended by working on an assignment called myself and adjectives. So for our greeting today, I want to know what's your favorite kind of cereal? What is your favorite kind of cereal? Please send me an email and tell me your answer. I would love to know. What is your favorite kind of cereal? My favorite kind of cereal is Frosted Flakes. Now I want us to take some time to go and reflect about our how we're feeling right now. So here, there's lots of different gifts from Spider-Man, and each one is numbered. I want us to think about and do a quick check-in with ourselves for how we're feeling right now. We're getting close to the end of the quarter. It's almost Halloween. We've been in distance learning for 8 weeks now. How are you feeling? Which number represents how you feel? For me, I'm feeling kind of like a 5. Like we have a lot to do, trying to get everyone ready for the end of the quarter. How are you feeling? You can tell me which number represents you in your email with your answer to the greeting. So, we have been learning about adjectives. So, let's go and review them a little bit. So, you should have done the adjective Nearpod lesson from Tuesday. If you've not done that, please go ahead and do that. If um, if you have done that, you should know a little bit more about adjectives. We know that adjectives describe things. So adjectives we can have lots of different categories or types of adjectives. We have adjectives that describe color, like we could say black, white, pink, yellow, brown, purple, orange. Those are all adjectives because they'd be describing the color of something. We have adjectives that describe size, like small, big, tiny, medium, huge. Those are all adjectives describing size. They would be describing the size of something. The big building, the tiny book. Those are all adjectives. We also have adjectives that describe shape, the shape of something. Is it square? Is it round? Is it circular? Is it narrow? Is it flat? What is the shape of it? What is the shape of that item? That would be an adjective. What we also have adjectives that describe emotions. How are you feeling? Are you happy, sad, angry, anxious, excited? How you are feeling is an adjective because it's describing you and how you are feeling. We also have adjectives that describe sound. What is the sound of something? Like, is it loud? Is it quiet? Is it hard to hear? Right? Those are all adjectives that we can describe the sound of something, like the sound of the firework. It was loud. But the sound of the video was quiet. I couldn't hear it. We can also describe the smell of things. Is it stinky? Is it sweet smelling? How does it smell? Is it fresh smelling? When we can describe the smell of something with our adjectives, like fresh or stinky or smelly or maybe good or bad. Those are all adjectives. You can also describe the taste of something. How does it taste? How could we use adjectives to describe the taste? Well, it could be yummy. It could be disgusting. It could be sweet, sour. Those are all tastes that describe the taste, like the sweet candy or the sour gummy worm. Those are all adjectives. Adjectives describes a specific thing. So when we use adjectives, we can use them to describe things. So we're going to practice right now. We're going to practice using adjectives by doing a show and tell. So I want you guys to go and find items that you want to show to the class. You're going to be posting this in the media album in Schoology. You're going to post the picture, and then you need to use three, just tell me what the item is, and then describe the item using 3 adjectives. So let's do some examples. So here, this is what I picked and I showed in class. I have a picture, it like stands up like this, of a turtle. I bought this turtle in Hawaii when I was there. So to describe this turtle, in this picture, I'm gonna say it's colorful. We have lots of colors. I have blue, purple, yellow, red. Those are all adjectives. Colors are adjectives. And also, how does it feel? It feels smooth. But parts of it right here is kind of bumpy. So here are my adjectives that I used. I used colorful, blue, purple, orange, yellow, smooth, bumpy. All of those are adjectives because it's describing the turtle. Let's do some more examples. Here I have an airhead. How do we describe the airhead? Well, the packaging feels smooth. That's one. The shape of it's a rectangle. So we have smooth, rectangle. If I were to eat it, it would be sweet. That's how it tastes. So 3 adjectives for airhead: rectangle, smooth, sweet. Now, I have a bag of chips. How could I describe the bag of chips? Well, the bag is red, right? It's kind of, how does it sound? It's kind of like crunchy. The crunchy sound is kind of loud. And when I touch it, the bag feels smooth, but if I were to eat a chip would be bumpy. What adjectives we use? We said red, smooth, like loud, crunchy, and bumpy. Those are all adjectives describing the chips. What about this pencil? So here I have a pencil. How can we describe the pencil? So the pencil is orange. Orange is 1. It's sharp. The lead is sharp. That's 2. And another one would be like, it's like a circle, like circular. That's 3. You can also say it's long. It's a long pencil, right? So that's 4. Let's do one more example just to make sure we all understand how to do this. So here I have my phone. So how could I describe my phone? Well, the screen's black, so that's 1. It's a rectangle, that's 2. And my screen is cracked, if you can see it. That would be 3. Cracked screen. So now you guys are going to show me the items you have. So I'm going to show you how to go and find our show and tell. So here's our Schoology page. So you need to click on this week's folder of October 26th to the 30th. And then we click on Wednesday, October 28th. And then here it says adjective show and tell if you miss class. So if you click on that, or the directions are: step 1, take a picture of an item of something that you own. And step 2, write a comment with 3 adjectives to describe that item. So when you click on that, well, this one's not loading, but you can see the examples that I added. So here I have these Post-it notes. So if you click on it, you can see here's Post-it notes, and here are the 3 adjectives I have: green, smooth, and sticky. Another one I have is a pen. So the pen, 3 adjectives: it's gray, sharp, and long. So now it's your turn. Add in an item for a show and tell. Once you've done the show and tell, now we're going to talk about why are adjectives important? Why are we trying to learn about them? Well, including adjectives in your writing is something that strong writers do. You can make your writing better by including adjectives. When you include adjectives in your writing, you paint a picture in your reader's head so they know exactly what you're talking about. When you give the more details and adjectives you use, the clearer that picture is. Like if I said there's a dog running outside, we would all picture different types of dog. But if I said there's a small, brown, furry dog running outside, you would know exactly what kind of dog I'm talking about. So that's why we can include adjectives. When we include adjectives, our writing is better. So let's see how we can include our adjectives in our writing. When we include adjectives in our writing, the adjectives usually, not always, but usually go before what we're describing. Here are some examples. The sleepy dog. Sleepy is an adjective describing the word dog. We could have red pen. Red is an adjective describing the word pen. We could say busy day. Busy is an adjective describing the word day. Then we have old computer. Old describes computer. Old is the adjective. And new TV. New is the adjective describing the TV. These first words, sleepy, red, busy, old, and new, these are adjectives. They're all describing the word that's next to them. So instead of just saying dog, I know the dog is sleepy. Instead of just saying a pen, I know it's a red pen. Instead of just saying day, I know it's a busy day. Instead of computer, it's an old computer. TV is a new TV. These are all details that I now know so I can better understand what you're talking about. So how can we use adjectives in a sentence? Let's try to make these examples into sentences. So for the first one, we have sleepy dog. Let's make that into a sentence. So here's the example. The sleepy dog laid on the couch. So in this sentence, sleepy is the adjective describing the word dog, and we have it in a complete sentence with a capital letter and a period. So let's do some more examples together. So the next one is red pen. So a sentence that I could write is, the teacher had a red pen. So here we have the word red, and that's our adjective. And we use this in a complete sentence. So I could have just said the teacher had a pen, but now I know the teacher really had a red pen. I have those details. Another example would be day, the busy day. So I could say Sarah had a busy day because she had a lot of Google Meets. So I could just say Sarah just had a normal day, but then I'm like, what does normal mean? I can describe her day better by saying the word busy, using my adjectives. And I know it's busy because she had a lot of Google Meets. What about the computer? How could I describe the computer? I could say my old computer broke. I could just say my computer broke, and that's a good sentence. But by saying the old computer broke, well, now I have more details and I might know why did it break? Well, because it's old. And my last one, new TV, we can use that in a sentence by saying I got a new TV for my birthday. So these are all sentences where we used adjectives in them. We have sleepy, we have red, we have busy, we have old, we have the new TV. These words help paint a better picture in our mind so we know what we are talking about. So now it's time to go and work on our assignment. So we are doing an assignment called Myself and Adjectives, and this is when we are going to use adjectives to describe yourself. So let's brainstorm. How can we use adjectives to describe yourself? Are you tall? Short? Tall and short are both adjectives. What about what's the color of your hair? Do you have brown hair? Brown is an adjective. Or maybe you have long hair, like me. I have long brown hair. Long and brown are adjectives. Or what's your personality like? Are you funny, shy, sassy, kind, smart? Those are all our adjectives, all those describing words. So you're going to brainstorm and come up with 8 adjectives that describe you. And that's part 1 of your assignment. You will come up with 8 adjectives that describe you. And then for part 2, you are writing a paragraph about yourself that that includes those 8 adjectives that you said. Make sure that in your paragraph you include capital letters, periods, complete sentences, and an indent. Those are all things we now know how to do. So, here is my example. I came up with 8 adjectives and I wrote them down. I said I'm short, I have brown hair, brown is an adjective, long hair, long is an adjective, I'm funny, smart, kind, hardworking, and quiet. All of these are adjectives that describe me, Mrs. Sovey. And then I turned those adjectives and I wrote a paragraph about myself. And I included those adjectives into my paragraph. This is what I said. Notice I have an indent before I started my paragraph. I said, I am short. My hair is brown and long. I am funny. I love to make people laugh. I'm also smart and kind. I am a teacher and I am hardworking. Sometimes I am quiet when I do not know the people that I'm with. All of these words that I underlined and bolded, those are my adjectives that I used over here. And I turned those and I made a paragraph. And now maybe you know something new about me, or maybe you already knew that. But that's a paragraph. And that's what I want you guys to do on your assignment. So in Schoology, this is the worksheet that you have. So like I said, you're moving this worksheet from Schoology into Notability. Then you complete part 1 by writing your adjectives. Put 1 adjective in each box. You can use the ideas that I had in my example or down here if you need some ideas. And then in part 2, you now are writing a paragraph about yourself that includes those 8 adjectives. Make sure that you write in complete sentences and include an indent. Don't forget. And then when you're done, you need to turn this in on Schoology. So let me show you where to go. So you've already gone into Schoology and you completed your show and tell for today. So we are in our Wednesday, we are in our Wednesday, October 28th folder. And then here's our assignment. It's called Myself and Adjectives.